Hello, Isaac.
Hi, Samuel.
Isaac, I just wanted to ask you something because I sent you an email for
I
the celebration.
don't think I got it.
Okay.
I don't know
Shall
what's
I?
going on. I've tried to get my emails working and
Oh, can you repeat? I didn't get it.
I've tried to get my emails working and
Uh-huh.
they don't seem to. If you can, try isaac@aussiemail.com.au or messenger through Facebook if you're on Facebook.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry to everyone who's having difficulty reaching me yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I try again. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Samuel. Hey.
Hey,
Thank you. Oh, come on.
Hello,
Oh,
Isaac. Since you are dressed in pink today, I have a pink question about love.
Okay.
Osho used to say that love takes two. If I understood it correctly, it means that love always needs an object. So this has been my experience as well. I enjoy the feeling of love, but it seems that love always flows to some object, a person, or even a thing, a city, a car you like. And so this kind of love always equals attachment. So when something happens to the person or to the thing that you love, love comes to an end in a way, like you suffer, you experience negative feelings about it. So my question is, how is it in your experience? Can love be felt without being attached to an object or a person, just as a feeling that you can enjoy all the time?
Okay, so let's see if what we can experience ourselves here. So it's not conceptual, we're resting here. And how we've been conditioned is that language turns everything into objects. So we say like Kamal as an object, as a noun. But really Kamal is a verb because it's whatever Kamal is, it's changing every second, right? And so there's an identity Kamal, which is just a bundle of thoughts and feelings and memories and all that stuff. And there's something deeper. Whatever we want to call that, we can call it awareness. So awareness is here, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So if we talk of awareness, what can we really say? Because can you find a beginning or an end to awareness?
No, it just always is. It never goes away.
It always is, yeah. So the other end of we can talk about experience. So there's awareness, and in awareness, the experience of now appears.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But really, it's not experience because it's experiencing. It's changing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So there's experiencing. And so we're just playing, we're just seeing in our own knowing. Is there a boundary between awareness and experiencing?
No, it is, they coexist, they exist together.
Okay. So there's no boundary. Okay, yeah. So what you call Isaac actually is sensations, experiencing happening. There's a tone of voice, there's the light that your eyes pick up. There might be some ideas or memories or whatever it is. But all of that's appearing in awareness. And it's not separate from awareness. So resting here now, there's awareness, aware of awareness, in expressing as Kamal and expressing as Isaac, and whatever's seen through those eyes and whatever's seen through these eyes is actually the same awareness, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So where does the separation actually exist? Is separation real? Or is it a projection? Or
It appears as a thought about a separate body. This is separate body and that is separate body.
so it's a thought.
Yes.
It's not real, actually.
Yes.
Yeah. So, again, from our perspective of our conditioning, we've been taught I, and that sense of I usually is associated with what's it made of if we really look closely.
Thoughts?
We go to deep sleep, it's gone. There's nothing. Then waking up happens. And usually when waking up happens, like the sense, what we talk about waking up is like the senses become active. Seeing sees, hearing hears. But usually there's a bunch of thoughts that come in. Where am I? What's going on today? How am I feeling? Well, and so those cycle of thoughts produce some sense of identity, some sense of me. Without a single thought in this moment, what's here?
Just presence, awareness.
Presence, yeah. And that awareness includes everything, yeah?
Yes.
Time, space, matter, energy, all here appearing in who we are. And then the thought comes, and with the thought, maybe it produces some chemicals in the body like I like, or I don't like, or I want, or I don't want to. So, and then we have the interpretation of the sensations and memories, and then we have a sense of a movie, you could say, or time, a me, and a story. Yeah? Maya, what some people call Maya, the illusion. Yeah? But really, if we look honestly and vulnerably in this moment, we can't describe this moment. And we don't really know what's going on. Isn't it? We've been conditioned to think we should know what's going on, but we don't.
Yes. When I'm in satsang and I feel your peace, your silence, my mind becomes silent. I often have this feeling of love.
Yes.
And I don't understand what it is.
Yeah, so that love, you could say, it has a different quality than romantic love.
It's just like a blissful state, but
It's
then as soon as I register that it's just because of peace, it appears in me. But then this movie starts like as if this feeling, it starts projecting love about this, about that. So how do I turn it off, this projection?
So it's because, for most of these expressions of life that we call humans, there's been conditioning. So, like we hear and there's sensations. It's information basically, yeah. And then, but there's been conditioning, and so usually those sensations are interpreted through the lens of the conditioning, and also through any trauma that's been there. So certain sensations are associated with undigested information, which is what we call trauma. So we end up then with a perception or a sense of what's going on, but it's conditioned, it's interpreted. So it's actually, it's not real. That's why, sometimes you hear sages speak about it's a waking dream. It's not real. That's what they're talking about. It's an interpretation. Right here, we can't describe this moment, and we never can. And yet we think we remember what happened, whenever something happened, but we don't. We can just only speak about an interpretation. So we can say, there's been studies which show that within 30 seconds of meeting someone, we form an impression of that person. From then on, we never relate to the person again. We relate to an idea we have. And that happens with our parents, with our lovers, with our children. But then, when we get quiet and we just meet and we see that, wow, there is no separation. Even at the physical level, because we've been taught that like this is a body, and I'm this body, or I'm inhabiting this body. But there's bodying. It's an ongoing dance, you could say. Trillions of cells. And it's not independent to totality because it's breathing. It needs the air, it needs the sun, it needs everything to be how it is so it can take the next breath, actually. And it's not separate from the next breath. So even at a physical level, there is no separation. A wave is not separate to the ocean. Neither are these expressions of life that we call human beings. They're not separate from the flow of life. But we've been brought up to believe that there's separation, and that Kamal is separate from Isaac. And yeah. So in just resting together, there's peace, there's love, there's flow. It's, and it's like, so that quality of love, I would say, has that quality of unconditionality. It's not needing anything to be different. Normally what we call romance is we meet someone and we spend the next years trying to get them to be different. or the same thing with our idea of ourselves, trying to get that to be different. It's when you see it, it's funny in a way, but it's just how life plays itself. But there's a saying by Nisargadatta that I love, and I can't quote it exactly, but it's something along the lines of, when I know I'm nothing, that's wisdom. When I know I'm everything, that's love. And between those, my life flows. So just in everyday experience, deep sleep happens, there's nothing. Maybe if there's you could say there's that deep inquiry that just kind of kicks in, that recognizes there's no one here. It's who I am, I really am. It's just these sensations which I can't describe, actually. I don't know anything. In terms of experiencing, this totality of the experience of now, can you find a beginning or end to any sensation? No, I can't anyway. Just but yet, like there's this conditioning to think we know what's going on, to have opinions and judgments and preferences and all that stuff. But you look at it and it's nothing. So if there's an idea of being someone, then how it would speak is, I love you. But if you look deep, you don't know who the I is, and you don't know who the you is. And the romantic statement, I love you, that's very sweet. It's innocent in its own way. It's just, what is it actually? There's a beautiful flow happening in my heart. I mean, this is
Yes, I had that recognition then when love is experienced, it's actually no one is experiencing it, but it's like so brief. And I think it was Papaji who said that true love is only of the self and all else is like fake. But then on the other hand, Osho said like love needs an object, like love takes two. So I was like confused about all the different things that sages say about it.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, like, I think Osho was a troublemaker and so was Papaji. They're like making jokes. It's just, it's like, I can say your nature, who you are is love. Yeah. One of the things Papaji said was, like, it takes two wings on a bird to fly, love and knowing who you are. And the love is just that, to use words to kind of make a joke and point, it's like, we can say this moment is as God as it gets. It doesn't get more God than this. This is it. This is but it's a joke, like it's like, what do we mean by it's as God as it gets? It's just like, we can't say what it is, we can't say where it begins or where it ends, or if it's even anything at all, because it's just, and there's a way where there's I call it feinschmecking, or just really receiving this moment that is, it's beauty, it's ecstasy, but for most of us, the habit is wanting a different experience. That's how we were conditioned. We're not happy, and we think something will make us happy, and so we're running around trying to get somewhere, trying to get a different experience. But ultimately, just here now, if it's quiet, it's just beautiful.
And when I see some conditioning playing in me, is it necessary to try and undo it, to do something about it, or just observe that, okay, I see this pattern, let it be? Well, how do you look at it?
It's a great question. For me, I've been trying to find a way to talk about this that kind of resonates, so in my view, who you already are. So it's not a question of becoming more you. We can see that there's been conditioning, and we can look and say who, where did that conditioning come from? It can only come from itself, it's like there is nothing else, there's only that. So even the conditioning is that. It's like, and so the trickiness with conditioning is that it feels personal. It makes it seem like there's a me that's been conditioned. That's the appearance, that's the illusion, you could say, of it. And in its simplicity, it's like there's the sensations of now, which we can't describe, actually. What we call the world is actually sensations, that's it. And what is a sensation? It's just information. It's a different wavelengths of of information. And so, and if we can see that human beings actually only receive a very small portion of the information that's here now. Our senses only pick up a very tiny percentage of it. We don't see ultraviolet, infrared, or any of those things, or X-ray, or all the rest of it. We just don't register it. And so, like there's in most of us, conditioning is that there's resistance to the present moment. Something in us unconsciously, automatically, unconsciously resists. And what that does is it sets up a sense that there's something not okay. Not okay with me, not okay with life, not okay with the world. And so that's, you could say, that's, for me, that's conditioning. That's the nature of conditioning. It's like it's projecting onto this moment that I could be different, you could be different, something could be different, and then it would be better. So most people spend their lives waiting for a different experience, and then they die, and it never comes. So it's really, so it's like we hear, if we can resonate with what I'm speaking about, and we can see this, it's like in just gently noticing wherever there's some resistance and recognizing, because for me, if whenever we explore and there's a noticing of resistance, if I ask, if it was up to you, would that resistance be there? And most people say, no, of course not. Because it's uncomfortable, it's unpleasant. So then you can see it's not you that's doing it. But in that automatic unconscious movement, it shows up as a sense of me. Feels like there's a me there. And then the me wants to do something to get out of the sense of me. It's like, it's a joke. It's like, so just like we hear, and what we have are the sensations of now. We haven't been invited to really deeply enjoy, savor, feinschmeck, whatever. And it's interesting if we start to explore, like enjoying, like, so, we say, oh, I enjoy chocolate, but is the chocolate enjoyable, or does the enjoyment belong to how we meet the chocolate. And to me,
How
it's
we meet.
clear how we meet it. Yes, the same thing with how when we meet. If there's an enjoying of this meeting, so there's a resting here, there's a feeling, this expression, and receiving it, and enjoying it. How does it feel to be enjoyed?
Relaxed.
Relaxed. You know, you don't have to do anything. It's just, you know, and you can see that if you walk into someone's home, you can see what they really enjoy about their place. It's got a different vibe, yeah. So they've got an object they love, but same thing with a pet that's enjoyed and loved, or a pet that's not loved. You feel it. It's just, you know, it's like everything kind of gives off its vibration of how it's being met, how it's being. So it's like whether it's a plant, and there's been all kinds of studies that a plant will recognize when you're coming home, even from some kilometers away. You know, it's crazy. It's the same thing with pets. They can feel when we're coming home and all that stuff. So the whole, you know, the whole universe is communicating with itself, and it's not separate ever, and it's a dance. And to me, the key is just the subtle starting to recognize where there's habitual resistance. Oh, I don't feel like going to work today. Oh, whatever it is, you know, something. You know. and somehow, you know, usually we look for confirmation from other people. Yeah, you know, isn't work a drag, or isn't, you know, whatever it is, but it's like, just maybe taking a look, is anything a drag? Or is enjoying dependent on anything? Doesn't seem to me. It seems like, you know, so. So in terms of like, you know, a young baby gets born, and the usual habit of parents or caregivers is to see the baby as an object rather than to feel the baby as an experience inside themselves. So like some indigenous people, they don't even have to put diapers on the babies because they can feel when they need to go to the toilet, and they take the baby, they in tune in that way, you know. So, but once we start seeing a baby as an object, even if we go, oh, you're so cute or whatever it is, there's a projection of separation. So for most of us, that's the conditioning we received, as you separate. And you're acceptable some of the time. So that's the information, the conditioning we received. Trying to fit in, trying to be loved or whatever, rather than just this deep resting and enjoying. So I'm sure, you know, I have no idea how Asha would relate to what I'm speaking about, or Papati for that matter. But all it matters if something resonates for you, you know, it's yes, I sense what you're speaking about, and I know it in some way. I know it. And it's not a teaching; it's just a recognition.
Yes, thank you. It resonates with me whenever I come to satsang. Like this becomes clear, and the mind goes like, "What? Are there any problems? There are no problems." Like it is experienced exactly as you say. But then I go out of satsang finishes, and then the same conditioning starts playing.
Yeah, so you know, like and I think everybody can knows what you're speaking about, because what happens is, like, our conditioning, it's like somehow in exploring over the years, I could see, waking up happens, then, oh, I'm going to get a cup of tea. And then on the way to getting a cup of tea, I'm already in an old habit of attention where there's not appreciating the movement to getting to make the tea and enjoying the making of the tea. And all, it's like it goes on automatic so quickly, where it's like it's out of its flow of just being. So that's all that changes for us, is like we spend time and our system gets quiet and we experience. It's actually very simple. It's like there's just this, and it's like it's nowhere to get to, nothing to do, and then what we call the end of satsang, the habit of attention shifts and goes into another way of functioning, and then it's, there's some sense of dis-ease or not, discomfort, and what happened? But really, it's just like just a little shift of attention, not much more than that happened. And then thoughts start coming. Like it. So one way of describing is that I don't think anyone can deny that learning happens. You get a little baby and they learn to walk and they learn to talk. And so within this love affair, we're learning to notice when the system goes automatic, and without taking it personally, seeing that it's not you that does that, it's just life is living through the filter of its conditioning, that's all. And when it's noticed, then there's a possibility to quiet and stop and go, okay. So it's not about getting anywhere, it's just this capacity to notice. And in some sense, that just becomes automatic at some point. It's just like, in a way, it's like a skill like riding a bicycle. At some point, we know how to ride a bicycle. At some point, we can, I would say, gently notice when the system has this, the habit of attention is shifted. It's not beautiful. It's something, it's so familiar, it's so habitual that it doesn't, oftentimes it doesn't get noticed because it is so familiar. It's such a habit. But you keep exploring it, it becomes pretty obvious after a while. Or not.
So it is a habit. Like right now, the habit of the attention is to go to conditioning, to all the thoughts, and to make the shift into the state in which you are, like peace. The habit needs to change so that attention stays with the present moment, not with the conditioning, right?
So let's just slow that down for a second. So who I am is not a state. Who I am is that awareness. And somehow the habit of attention to believe thoughts or believe in separation doesn't have much momentum anymore. I could say at this moment, it has nothing to do with me. It has to do with this interest has learned, it's like, yeah. You know, if you see someone playing, they're really brilliant on an instrument. Somehow that passion happened, and then learning happened how to do that, and at some point it's just how it expresses itself. It's just it's you can't say they're in a special state or anything. It's like that. Or if you actually speak to them, they say, "Oh, it just comes through me like that." It's just there's just such a love of playing music, yeah. So this love of resting as awareness takes care of everything. It's not a doing really. It's just a. For me, very great questions, and like some clarity arrived through asking those questions. Makes sense in your own knowing, your own experiencing.
Yes. Yes. Thank you very much for your answers.
Yeah, thank you. And it's always fun, you know. Yeah, for me, it's like just go to gallery view if you have that possibility on your computer, and just check, did anyone get any value from that exploration? You'll see, it's so generic. It's like, and just by you asking the question, everyone gets value. So
Okay, great. Thank you.
yeah, thanks. Hank, yeah, saw you for a second. There you go. Cool. Hey, Hank.
Hi. Is it possible to explore this moment? To find schmeck this moment?
Yeah, so there's that interest, you know. So once that interest is there, then the system starts making subtle distinctions. It starts to recognize, oh yeah, this is fine tuning, this is resistance. It starts to being able to make distinctions and see for itself.
Yeah, I mean, together with you now.
Yeah, of course. I would say that's what we're here for. That's the play.
Yeah, I can see that it's also interpretation then. So right now there's experience of separation. And it's not a big thing, but and I experience it like that there is a contraction in the belly. And it's not that I want that or I do that or I believe that but it happens. And
so in this moment, that sense of separation, what is it? Where is it? How's it there? Is it real?
Yeah, it's a sense, or it's I don't know if it's real, but it feels like, because there is some contraction happening, then it appears like real.
Mhm.
Uh,
So now we
yeah,
just
what
play.
is it? Yeah, we are
What is
playing,
it?
yeah.
What is it? Where is it?
Uh,
What happens when we go to deep sleep? Does it remain? Does it go away?
I don't know, then I sleep.
And you sleep?
I'm not there.
Yeah, exactly.
No, then it's not there. And there's nothing there. Everything sleeps then. Yeah, what is it?
So you notice some contraction in the belly somewhere,
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah, it's still
And then,
there.
we say there's a contraction in the belly, but then we can go deep into it. Is it in the front of the belly? Is it in the back of the belly? How big
It's
is
in
it
the
actually?
it's in the front, in the lower belly,
In the lower belly, cool. And how
more
big
in
is
the
it
lower.
actually?
It's like 20 centimeters. There's no clear boundary to it, but
Exactly. And
in
then
the
like, what does it actually mean? So there's a
does it
contraction.
mean?
The meaning that somehow gets given to it is interesting to just play and see. Somehow
Yeah,
that means something.
I know I can interpret it as like a little bit of anger. That's common to me,
Mhm.
and I don't know if that's actually true, but I can recognize that somehow, yeah, that it's some anger. And it's old. I
So
can
then
also see that it's not related to this moment,
yeah. Then
but it's
with anger,
there.
with anger, it's an interesting thing because what is anger? It's like some idea that either we have something we don't want or we want something we don't have.
Yeah,
It's
that's,
just,
yeah, but also maybe protection can be anger. Like somebody touches me in a way that's not nice, then go away. Get my boundaries clear or something. But
As
it's
if they,
old. It's old, yeah.
yeah,
It's related to my parents, maybe.
who
To
knows,
my
yeah.
mother. Yeah.
So
See,
we here,
we
and
are here.
there's awareness,
And there's awareness of the soul. Yeah. And it's,
and then just see in this experiencing of this moment is also something that's enjoyable or
there was a little touch, like when the space comes in, then there was a little touch, like a little touch of sadness.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
so
in a way
like
that's
so
enjoyable.
there's a quality of attention that is being freely given,
Hmm.
and see if you can describe how it feels to receive this quality of attention at the moment. Yes, maybe it feels good, maybe it doesn't, but just for a moment exploring how does receiving this quality of attention feel.
It feels like love.
Okay, cool. And how does that feel? Feel just to feel being met like that with the sun. Nothing's
Yeah, that
wanted from
makes
you.
then a little sadness comes.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. And now it's gone.
Okay. So we
it's, it's a little touch and it's, yeah,
yeah,
it's nice.
yeah.
this conditioning, that this, I can see that it's somehow related to my childhood.
And yet here we are in this moment.
Yeah, okay, back to this moment. But but I mean, like in this moment, this conditioning still is there.
Yeah.
I'm
So we, yeah, so
54 and still there is this child in me that is, and I can see it, I can.
I'm going to stop you. There's a feeling in you.
Mhm,
It feels like a child. How does
mhm,
that relate to attention? So, we're here now, and
mhm,
the moment you recognize that there's a quality of attention that's you're receiving, and then just feel how your cells respond to that quality of attention in this moment.
yeah, then the little sadness comes again, and also a little bit carefulness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then again, come back to that there's awareness
Mm-hmm.
of whatever shows up, doesn't matter.
It's like a falling.
So I'd say that's one of the conditionings, is that we focus on the content of awareness rather
Mm-hmm.
than recognizing the awareness. So, and that's a habit, you could say. It's just really, it gives some sense of control of, like, that capacity to notice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, but it's, like, it's, again, it's just a habit, you could say, that, and there's something deeper that just
Mm-hmm.
can relax and can just recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the same time, when what you spoke with the woman before, like, is there any separation between awareness and the experience of this moment? There is none.
Mm-hmm.
It's in it. It's
Mm-hmm.
flowing,
Mm-hmm.
and the flow itself is aware of its flow.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it helps sometimes to focus just on awareness, but also the experience keeps coming and coming, and it, yeah, it's there
Yeah.
also, and the interpretation of it and the conditioning and
Mm-hmm.
everything is,
Yeah.
yeah. And I know I can't do
So
much.
in me, it's just been um, like exploring um, is it worth following any interpretation, anything, just like doesn't make any sense to me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it all belongs to kind of trying to know what's going on or somehow control the
Yeah,
experience.
yeah,
And so, yeah,
or it's just a way to connect, to communicate, because I also really like to connect with other people. And how can you connect on that level that it's savoring the
So look, up to now,
Mm-hmm.
it felt like connection happened through having some kind of empathy about experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And my sense is that your system is recognizing that there's another possibility that's deeper. It doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
to go via feelings and via interpretations. It's just direct. That's
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so that's beautiful to start to recognize that, because
Yeah.
I understand, you know,
Yeah.
we social animals, and there's that sense of connection. And we've learned, you could say, our personality has learned to kind of swim in those waters and to
Yeah.
get some sense of connection through.
Yeah. I see that.
Yeah.
And how to communicate this flow.
Just the best of silence, just being with.
But I like speaking. And I
Well,
like
then
when
you
you
have fun.
speak. I like when
Yeah,
you
then
speak.
have fun. Then have fun speaking. It's not a problem.
No. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Happy
thanks.
to see you next week or week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just reminds me when to let everyone know that next week there won't be any regular meetings because of the celebration. So, hi Nilma, I see you. I've got you pinned on. You're big on my screen. If anyone still wants to join this room, yeah. Hi Nilma, I see you. Can you hear me, Nilma?
Okay. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi. There's a strong activation. I just want to sit with you.
So, you know, whenever there's activation, there's usually some involvement with wanting it to be different, with some strategy with it. So there's also awareness, yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah. So just playing with speaking about this awareness that's here. Like, so, you know,
It's
you could
very
say
wide
yeah,
and it's very silent,
yeah, yeah,
and it's both. I mean, there's the activation, which is very
yeah.
hard to carry, and then there's the space and the silence and the.
And what does activation mean about awareness? The deep question, so take your time. Just
Yeah.
activation seems to come by itself and leave by itself. You can't seem to control it. It just does its.
Yeah, the problem
dance.
is the kind of activation when you have the feeling you can't cope with it, or you cannot, you don't know how to handle, or how to be with it, or how to yes.
Yeah. So it the activation feels like something needs to be done. Yeah.
No, it's more like um, it's the feeling I can't hold it, and but actually, yeah, it's held by awareness, but it's still the activation in itself. It's like I can't hold it. I can't. It's feels so terrible that.
So no problem. This is just what's there right now, and we're exploring it. So there's a sense of I that wants to hold it.
No. No, there's a split perception. On the one hand, there's this awareness, this space, this room. I
Yes.
can sense it somehow. And then there's this activation in my body mind system, which
Yeah.
is like I'm going crazy. I'm exploding. I can't hold it. I have to. I don't know. I have to
Yeah.
explode, or I have to implode, or
Something. Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And it's also flipping between these two perceptions of the awareness and of the
Yeah.
programming and or conditioning or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. And that's just happening by itself. Yeah.
Yeah. And the flipping is like very quickly, like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
yeah. And if the millisecond of the perception of the space and awareness, then everything is completely fine. But it's only split seconds, and then the split seconds of the others is like it's impossible to be with it. So, but this thing tears me somehow apart, and yeah, what to do, how to be with it. And the this inner, maybe I call it the inner child or whatever. It's like it wants to throw on the floor and bang on the floor and shout and cry, and so there's a strong activation, a strong pull. And also like there's also the claim to myself, I want to hold it, I have to hold it, and I want to hold it, and I want to learn to hold it. That's also kind of a third layer.
That idea, I want to hold it, I have to learn to hold it. In this moment, what does that idea do?
It adds to the tension.
Yes, okay, cool. It's a nice idea, isn't it?
Huh? It's a nice idea.
It's a nice idea, but it makes trouble.
By the way, the pink suits you very well. It's very
Okay.
nice to look.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
brightening somehow also. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Funny idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
But somehow still, this pattern doesn't do anything good to me or the people around me, as you always say. Yeah. These patterns are always. And of course, I'd like to kind of improve or develop or dissolve or learn or.
So there's been a learning. There's been a learning of seeing that this idea of wanting to be space for it or whatever is not necessary. It just makes pressure. Yeah. So that's a learning. That's something that happened quite effortlessly, and with it came laughter, and with it came a beautiful smile like that. Now we hear. I know we have no control over it, but would it be okay to enjoy this moment for no reason? Or is it important to keep exploring this activation? Or could we just explore enjoying this moment?
The thing is, the enjoyment and the awareness and the enjoyment that comes with the awareness, it's another plane than the activation. It's very much in the body and very close to me.
Yeah. So my question is just this: it's like, okay, so there's an activation and it's knocking and it's asking for attention, and then, but there's also an interest to kind of meet this moment beautifully. So you could say to really enjoy this moment. So is it okay to explore just enjoying this moment for a few moments? We can go back to exploring the activation if the enjoying isn't interesting. But
the physical body and the sensations that go with it, it's so close. I mean, of course we know we are not the body, but if it feels like
so what happens if you explore enjoying the moment just for a few seconds?
Okay.
Just shall we
then at the same time the body says no.
Okay.
Or yeah, it's like a counter program.
Okay.
Yeah, I see. I want to dissolve it now forever, and that doesn't work. Yeah, okay. Okay, enjoying the moment. I try.
Yeah, just simple. You know, just it doesn't have to be ecstasy or anything. Just looking out the window, maybe finding a tree or a plant or anything that you can just go, hi. Or, I see you, I feel you.
But there's this deep sorrow.
It's okay. Sorrow comes, and again, welcome. You know, at the moment, I'm kind of busy with enjoying, but I will come back to you. I'm not ignoring you. I just, just for a moment, I'm just kind of interested in enjoying. You're welcome. The sorrow is welcome. It's not a problem.
Yeah, the enjoyment or the like you call it, the enjoyment. It's so fine and so subtle.
Yeah.
And that's the difficulty in contrast to the very loud sensations and patterns and conditioning. It's very loud, and this other thing is very fine and very, very quiet.
Yeah. So in order to really tune to that, it's like your system has to get fine. Yeah? It has to get really like fine schmecking. Yeah? That's why they call it fine schmecking. It has to get fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the pattern which tries to corrupt it, this programming, the conditioning
Mhm.
says no, 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 not possible, not allowed,
First,
not
first, yeah. First, pay
yeah,
attention
first
to me.
and forever
Yeah.
this other stuff. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then maybe if you're good enough.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. He's starting to see this old movie. Yeah, it's an old. Yeah. Yes, yeah, now.
And I see that there's a lot of trying, and trying to enjoy is not enjoying.
No, exactly. So you can see that clearly. So that's don't have to go down that track. It has nothing to do with trying. It's like
No, it's a simple recognition of there is silence, and it's sweet. The silence is sweet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and there's a fear of losing it, and oh, this is programming. It's so terrible. Help. It's also like any thought does disturb it. Or no, it can't really be disturbed. It's if you put your attention on the thoughts, then
Exactly.
it's a disturbance. But the thoughts are very well trained and in charge of disturbing. So
Yeah.
and it's really like kind of complete denial to thoughts, sensations.
It's for me, it's not denial. It's just a question of not interested. I'm just not interested. Like I've seen, I've run after thoughts thousands and millions of times, not interested. It's not fun. I'm absolutely certain of that. I've explored it so many times. It's not fun. Just rest here. Just not interested in anything else than resting. Not denying, but just not interested. That's it. It's like
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Ida. It's still possible to join the.
definitely.
Great. Thank you very much.
Marcus.
Hello,
Hi,
Isaac.
Marcus. Hi.
Hello. Whew. Actually, I don't want to be recorded if it's possible.
Somehow I'll send you the information for the link and stuff, and so you don't have to try and reach me. Yeah, sorry about that. Thanks, Bettina, for hosting. Thank you all for being here. Love, peace, beauty.